craft, and it is a crocheted bracelet. And this is what we're going to be performing today, is how to make a crochet bracelet. The purpose for this craft is to introduce some relaxation techniques, as well as improve some anxiety and some restlessness. It's going to work on fine motor coordination, joint mobilization, and also should be a very nice leisurely activity. So we're going to start off back into our string. We're going to make our loop, put it around our finger twice, and one over, pull it through, bang, and the loop is done. Perfect. All right, and then the next step would be to hook, pull it tight, here we go, and we put it around our hand in a specific way.
That's what she did.
Mm-hmm. All right, and the way that you hold it is all based on the preference of the person. That could be manipulated in multiple different ways. I have a specific preference, and we found out that since my hands are larger, my preference isn't as valid as a way to use whenever she does it. It's because she has smaller hands. So instead of wrapping it like I would, she found a different way to wrap it around her fingers to give her a better advantage point at yarning our work. And now, hook through, and that's called yarning over. Pull back through on the inside of the yarn. That's okay, that's a good job. Make sure we hook, and then back through, and that's called yarning over. All right. Make sure you hold your work.
Sorry.
Good catch. That's all right. And if you need to get a little slack, yep, just pull up on your hook a little, give a little slack from your finger. Perfect. So the way to grade or to adapt the project would all be on the preference of the patient. Sometimes there are specific hooks that go with specific diameters of the yarn, and sometimes it's just a preference to work with a thicker hook or work with thinner yarn to get a more specific loop. The one that she is using currently is the 4mm, and that is so far her preference. If we were to switch yarns and go to a thicker grade of yarn, then she would move to a 5mm hook.
Yeah, that's easier.
And we want to make sure that we do 10. All right, that's good.
Is that good or more?
So that's 8.
Oh.
We just gotta do 2 more.
Okay.
That's okay, good job. All right. And then, so that's number 10.
I think so.
All right. You're feeling a little more calm now. Fingers are feeling a little more warmed up. Everything's feeling a little more awake now. So this is something good to do, whether it's in the morning, whether it's somewhere after lunch when you've been stationary, or even right before bed, just to loosen you up so you're not as tight in the morning. And then from there, we're gonna go inside the second to last stitch. Second to last one that you did. Yep.
Push through.
Good job. Yarn over.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
Yes. Good job.
Okay.
And just through the first hoop.
Oh, do the first one.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. And now through the. Now yarn over one more time. And then go through both loops. That's okay.
Okay.
And the easy thing is whenever you lose your loop, you can always just put it right back through. Right, and now
One
we,
thing again.
and now we go through.
Oh.
Yep, there you
Okay.
go. And now we go through the next stitch down. And reforming your grip is definitely something that's going to happen multiple times. It is definitely acceptable and is normal. I feel like you got a pretty good hang of this one so far. All right. That's okay. And then just yarn over. Mm-hmm.
Do the first one.
And then
Not too many loops. I think I went wrong.
well, that's okay. So we'll go down to that stitch.
This one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then you go straight through it, and then come back on the other side, on the inside of it. Yep. Yarn over. There you go. Yep. And then you go back to the next loop.
Okay.
All right. And then she's gonna finish this one independently, and since we're running out of time just a little bit, it is her first time. She's doing a pretty good job for her first time. It does take you a little while. Definitely would be able to get it all in within 4 minutes. So we're just gonna summarize basically what was done. So we took an adventure and made our crochet, learned some new tricks, learned some new critiques on how to hold the crochet hook, learned some new ways how to deal with stress and anxiety, more ways to warm up your hands more than just the physical action of it and moving it.